This character is dead, but not really. Return to Ash is an interactive visual novel where the player's role in this game is to choose multiple choices that would affect the course and outcome of the story. Whenever I play these kinds of decision-making games, I would force myself not to use the save points. So whatever choices that I made in my first playthrough, even if it was terrible, I would continue onwards no matter what. The story started with the main character, Ashley, waking up from a nap in a hospital bedroom. She woke up with a little bit of confusion. Apparently, it is bizarre for her to wake up with no pain at all. 3 choices: stay in the room for her monologue or leave the room to progress the game. There are lots of these inner monologues by Ashley throughout the course of the game. Most conversations in this game are dominated by the other characters, and the inner monologues are usually implemented as an afterthought of those conversations or events. The goal of the game is to glaze on one of the 3 characters in this place, so as we can revive with one of them or none. Just like many other interactive visual novels, the events and how the other characters treats Ashley in this game depends entirely on your decision, and more specifically how deep the bonds that Ashley made to one of the characters. What I like about this game is that some of the characters would hide something from Ashley or just straight up lie to her at first unless the player would put more effort in glazing them. The first person that Ashley met the moment she left the hospital bed is Scarlet. She revealed that Ashley has indeed died and this place is a sort of afterlife. She asks Ashley to follow her somewhere to meet someone called Death that probably has knowledge to revive the inhabitants of this place, the location of which can apparently be accessed by going down the elevator to the basement. The elevator revealed a new character, Saladin. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. He seemed to be in a rush to the point where he asked us to catch the next elevator instead of entering, a request that Scarlet ignored. As they arrive in the basement, more piles of coins can be seen. He explained that he is currently on a trial where he needs to put all the coins in the top floor all the way to the basement, stacked facing heads up within 3 days, and in return, Death would quote-unquote free his soul. Just that statement alone already revealed the kind of character this Death is. Saladin has been doing this for 2 days. It's a request that was made to mess with him. This is why Scarlet doesn't even bother to help him. You can choose to help Saladin, but I chose to ignore him. While Saladin continued to do his trial, stacks of coins were placed near them, and after a while, Death finally revealed himself in the basement. Scarlet, with 10 charisma, attempted to bargain with Death to revive Ashley, which she obviously failed. Just amazing bargaining skill, no introduction, just straight to the point. After the bargain, it was time for Death to deal with Saladin. Death gave a little twist about the trial. For every coin that Saladin brought to this place, Death is going to flip the coin, and if any of them landed on tails, he loses. Obviously, Saladin lost the trial. That was the introduction of this game, and in my opinion, it was pretty much all the information that the players need to know about the baseline of every character's personality. It paints Ashley's role as this neutral character that doesn't really benefit from reviving from the afterlife compared to the rest that desperately wanted to start over in their own way. Scarlet, the stubborn yet helpful person that desperately wanted everyone's validation to think that she's a good person. Saladin, the gullible yet kind person that gets used around by others, and Death, an asshole. Later on in the story, it was revealed that this place is actually an afterlife for those who died because of social death, and to revive, the inhabitants can simply close their eyes and think deeply why they want to revive, for whom do they revive for what purpose, and then just tap in that elevator to leave. Of course, this information is completely jeopardized by this little bastard, which is, the reason why everyone is so confused on what to do. I discovered the 2 possible endings within my first playthrough. Both of them were achieved by siding with Scarlet the whole time, and the other endings would probably be achieved by siding not as much with her. I feel like that most players would probably get the endings that are related to Scarlet in some way, because I just don't like the other characters. Both Aladdin and Death probably have some really tragic backstory, but I'm sorry, I don't care. It's pretty obvious that the team of Serenity Forge put the most effort in the first ending that I got, which is the one where Ashley got revived alone. I'm gonna call this one the neutral ending. The story to get to the neutral ending is so well paced, which is a contrary to the story, to get to the Scarlet ending. In a nutshell, it is really rushed, the Scarlet ending. There are some scenes that have basically the same purpose as the one from the neutral one, just placed and played a bit differently. Not a bit differently, just for an example, Saladin's confession happened in both branches, but because the Scarlet branch was so rushed, it didn't feel as powerful as the neutral one. Okay, I think there is a little bit of bias on my side because I did continue the Scarlet branch right after I did the emotional ending that was the neutral one. But I do think that the ending and that final twist that I get for continuing the Scarlet Branch is equally as powerful as the neutral one. I like this game. I did not expect anything from it, and it unexpectedly delivered a really powerful story in a relatively short amount of playtime. That's it for me. Thank you for watching.